In the near ring, Mr. P.T. Barnum faces the most ferocious of all jungle beasts, the female of the species, who has been kept waiting for over 1 hour and 14 minutes. Mr. Barnum will face this dangerous creature, unarmed!
It was 1 o'clock. Oh, no excuses. You just run along now and I'll meet you and the boys down at the museum.
Farewell, Mr. Barnum.
I'm sorry, Cherry. I don't know why I ever chose him as a partner. He's so forgetful. A perfect example of marital humbug. Trouble is, with my wife, it never works.
Hogwash, Taylor. I believe you forgot that appointment all by yourself. Now, I have to pick up some pamphlets over at the Women's Emporium, so I thought we might lunch there.
Cherry, you can't get lunch at that place. Now, McNally's Oyster House is just around the corner, so I suggest...
That we leave it up to the fates? An excellent idea. Heads the Women's Emporium, tails McNally's.
I'll toss if you don't mind.
Go ahead, Taylor. I trust you 100%.
Thank you.
Here it is, Mrs. Barnum, our new pamphlet all about the Stanton Act. Thanks to Elizabeth Cady Stanton, the state of New York now guarantees a woman the right to her own business and legal decisions.
What do you think of that, Mr. Barnum?
Oh, I'm all for it, as long as she asks her husband about it first. Now, do me a favor and fetch us a couple dozen oysters and 2 large ales. Put a head on those.
Mr. Barnum will have the liver special, Miss Mortimer, plus fresh boiled parsnips, and an extra copy of Miss Stanton's pamphlet for dessert. Now, Taylor, you can tell me about this new partner of yours.
Cherry, that was Mr. Amos Scudder. Him and me are rebuilding the American Museum.
With what? We haven't $100 to our name.
Brass and a bit of humbug. You'd be surprised how often it's just as good as silver or gold.
Schemes again, Taylor. Schemes and dreams.
That's just my nature, Cherry. I thought I told you that the first night I met you.
Taylor Barnum. When a girl meets a man in the middle of the worst thunderstorm of the summer, with lightning jumping off every tree and barn in sight, not to mention the dogs and cats all over the territory howling to raise the dead, a girl don't pay much mind when a man happens to mention that he's a dreamer. And I'm not saying you shouldn't have dreams, Taylor. Just let them be sensible ones we can reach.
Cherry, I want to excite you. Stir him up. Give him a glimpse of the miracle.
Miracle's a pretty fancy word for humbug, Taylor.
Oh, how could you say that, Cherry? I may put a high polish on the facts sometimes, but I've never taken anyone for a thin dime.
You've taken them for more than money. You get them all wrought up about these things that can never be, like a woman, 160 years old. I don't mind you using the imagination the good Lord gave you, but with 2 daughters to bring up, you ought to be using it for more sensible things. Now, I happen to know Mr. Chauncey Jerome's looking for a partner over at the clock factory. I could be a part of it, Taylor. Write the letters, keep the accounts.
I just can't do it, Cherry. 'Tis tick-tock-tick from 10 to 6, with only the occasional bong to break the monotony of 10,000 little cuckoos peering out of 10,000 little holes. Oh, my. Every man's got his temperament, Mrs. Barnum. And mine's just not set to tick-tock, cuckoo, and bong.
I'm sorry, Taylor. I shouldn't have brought it up.
Of course you should, Cherry. That's half a wife's job. Bringing up things her husband does not want to hear. A clock factory's just not the right color for me. Just say the name. Bridgeport Clockworks. And what do you see? Gray and brown and maybe, if you're lucky, a little dash of tone. Step inside any sideshow, and you've got fire engine red, buttercup yellow, Kelly green, and it's like living inside a giant pinwheel. It's not just for my own selfish pleasures that I need them colors, Cherry. I want to splash them out for the whole world to see. The colors of my life are bountiful and bold. The purple glow of indigo, the gleam of green emerald, the splendor of a sunrise, dazzle of a flame, the glory of a rainbow. I put them all to shame. No quiet browns and grays. I'll take my days instead and fill them till they overflow with rose and cherry red. And should this sunlit world grow dark one day, the colors of my life will leave a shining light to show the way.
That's well and good, Mr. Barnum. Sure, reds and greens aren't going to be much help if you don't get those buildings started.
Good Lord, it's 2:40. I have to be going, Cherry. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Maybe 10. Half hour at the most. I'll tell you what, if I'm not back by 6, you come down to the museum, Broadway and Ann Street. It's the one with the sign, the red one, with purple trim and gold letters, reading Barnum's American Museum.
Logical questions before you married her. You would have had a healthy distance between yourself and a fellow who wants to give the whole world a paint job, which I'm not so sure it means. The colors of my life